Really just starting off with a few basic types of things that you can search for. People, photos, places, pages for businesses, and that's just the start. We just view this as a project that we're going to be working on for years and years to come, but as it gets more complete, it's just going to be this amazing resource for, a lot of people around the world to use.
And that was Facebook founder Mark Zuckerberg in a very nicely produced little clip there, talking about the company's new search feature on Facebook. We've been talking about this a lot. You've heard about it. We were live blogging it yesterday. But the questions here we're going to ask on the Markets Hub of Rolf Winkler, Heard on the Street columnist, are...
That video is crazy.
That video
it
is
reminds
crazy.
me of the roadshow, when they were going public. The
Yeah.
soft lighting,
the soft
the mood
music. Yeah, it's very nice. Look, is this a moneymaker for them? That's the bottom line.
Eventually,
question.
yes. Right now, so it's starting off very slowly. They've rolled it out to a basically small subset of people, only in the United States, only in U.S. English. So they're testing it as it rolls out, see how it works, then they'll roll it out to more people. I have tested it.
You have? And?
I have.
And?
It's very interesting. And the first point you want to make about this, and the reason, it's good Facebook invested in this, because that search bar that's always been there, it's not useful. Or it's okay, but it's not a great search experience. So the fact that they're making search better and more functional, based on the data they do have in Facebook, for users of Facebook, that's going to be great. And anything that makes the site better for users is going to increase engagement, and that's the real driver of ad revenue over the long run, is having a product that works well, is useful for users. The second question is the actual commercial potential of search, particularly on Facebook, right? Because this isn't web search. This isn't Google search, and you're going to have sponsored links on the top from some advertiser. You type in hats, and somebody's selling, lids is going to have a link up top, so you go to them to buy a hat. It's not going to be like that, really, because what they have is social data, right? So it's whether or not that social data can have a commercial component, and it could be interesting.
Yeah, what's interesting is yesterday, not only did we watch how Facebook stock was moving, it didn't really move, but a lot of different competitors that you might not have thought would have been affected, Yelp especially, were affected.
LinkedIn stock didn't do much. So people aren't worried about that. Google stock didn't do much. People aren't worried. I think that's accurate. Yelp stock got hit 7%. Yes. And that gets into, so what is the commercial potential of this product, right? When you can do searches for restaurants nearby that friends liked, for instance, and you can get a whole bunch of stuff that comes up that says, so-and-so in your friend network has been to this restaurant in Midtown, or this restaurant in Soma in San Francisco, and liked it a lot. That's powerful. That's word of mouth marketing. We all know that a recommendation from a friend is about the most powerful form of advertising that you can have.
But what if your friends are idiots?
Well, that's then
no,
that's a problem.
No, it's a good question though. I mean, how reliable is your network of friends compared to, say, a broader network like Yelp? I think that's a legitimate question.
It is a legitimate question.
And my friends, by the way, are not idiots. I did not mean to say that about my friends.
In particular,
other people's friends.
The salient point is, on Yelp, there's a ton of people contributing content. There are a ton of reviews. There are a ton of businesses listed. You can go on Yelp, you'll find all the restaurants nearby, when they're open, the menu, everything. It's useful, right? And a lot of people are filing reviews. How many of your friends are actually clicking like and checking in at restaurants and providing content, commercial type content, that Facebook can then use to create a good search for you? Not enough yet. Right now, that part of Facebook search is more sort of a novelty. It's going to take a while for them to build up enough content in that regard for you to start thinking about wanting to go to that tool instead of Yelp. And by the way, it's only on desktop to start. Yelp has a great mobile app. And a lot of these types of searches we do on our phones.
So graph search, Facebook, bottom line, moneymaker, probably, but down the road.
Yes.
All right, Rolf Winkler, Heard on the Street. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, Paul.